everyone, it is Alyssa from Planet Alyssa. I'm here with this week's What I Sold on Etsy video, and I'm not going to rant this week. I actually had a better week. I don't know if that means things are changing on Etsy or, it's just a fluke, and I actually did better this week. So I'm still here. I'm still selling. Maybe I'll actually get around to listing some new stuff soon because I haven't really done that. I certainly haven't done it this week. I had a busy week, so I just really didn't have time for it either, not just because I was annoyed with stuff not selling, but that might have been part of it. Anyway, what did I sell this week? I sold 11 total items. Now, 4 of those went to the same buyer, so again, this really could have been a fluke of a good week. And I still didn't meet my sales goal, but I sold $170 worth of stuff, so that's a lot closer than I was last week when I made my What I Sold video, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see going forward how things go. Maybe Etsy is trying to figure stuff out and fix things, or maybe not. Maybe it's just the way it went this week. I don't know. I don't really have all the answers at all. Wish that I did. But anyway, I did want to thank everyone that left a comment or wrote to me about after I made my rant video, because you guys did cheer me up, and I know I didn't respond to all the comments, but like I said, it's been a busy week. I'll try to get caught up soon. In the meantime, here's everything that I sold this week, how much it sold for. Keep in mind the price you see is just the selling price of the item, so it doesn't include fees I paid to Etsy or fees I paid to purchase the item, and doesn't include the shipping fees that the buyer pays. First item that sold this week was this vintage patch, which sold for $8. It says "Winners Never Look Back" and has a funny cartoon illustration on it. Picked this up in a lot with some other patches. This item and the next 3 items all sold to the same buyer. This is a little mini souvenir stein from Bremerton, Washington. Very small, just like a little bigger than a shot glass, I guess I would say. And then the same buyer also bought this new old stock linen apron for $14 a half apron. By the way, the stein came from a thrift store. I think this came from a rummage sale. And they bought this hat, which came from a garage sale, sold for $20. This was also a new old stock item, still had the tag on it. And they also bought this hat, which was marked down in the clearance section, so it's $9, originally priced at $8 or $18. And I don't remember where this one came from. And then I sold this vintage linen postcard from Phoenix, Arizona for $7. It's an unused postcard with a cool vintage street scene here. Sold these vintage glasses, ladies' glasses, really just the frames because they have prescription lenses still in them, for $30. Sophia Loren's name was on them, so I guess, she had her own brand of glasses at one point. These were not in perfect condition. The one hinge seemed very loose to me. I did note that in the listing, so they might have gone for a little bit more if they were in better shape. Picked these up at a rummage sale. This is a vintage play school toy. Sold for $14, originally had it priced at $28 and marked it down in clearance to $14, so $28 was probably too high for it. Cool older wooden toy, like a balance scale type thing, and I picked this up in an auction lot. This was a vintage baseball mitt from, I think, the 1950s, sold for $30. It's in pretty worn condition, which I noted in the listing. And I was able to pinpoint the year, or, the rough time period it was from, because it was marked with a player's name, a branded name. Ferrillo was the name on. I think that was someone who played in the 1950s when I looked it up. And this was something that came from a rummage sale. And then I sold this set of playing cards for $20. Now, as you can see, it's just one deck of cards here, but the box originally had 2 decks. It was something issued by the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but it was a Japanese artist who created the set, so very cool. Each card was different on the face, but in a very modern art style. Obviously, if I had had a complete set with both decks, it would have been worth more money, but it's still worth $20. I picked this up at a thrift store. And then finally this week I sold this vintage figurine of a little boy reading a book, sold for $10. It wasn't marked with manufacturer's name. I think it was marked just Japan at the bottom. And I believe I picked this up at a thrift store. Thank you everyone for watching. I put out these videos every week showing the different vintage items that I've sold in my Etsy shop, Planned Alissa, and when I can, try to get some other reselling related videos out for you. It is going to be Father's Day this weekend, so I hope all the dads out there have a happy Father's Day, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Find some treasures out there, sell some treasures, and make some money. But yeah, I'll see you all again soon. Happy selling, everyone!